Internet has become inseparable from adolescents' daily life. Unfortunately, overuse of the Internet can be harmful to them. Internet addiction is defined as poor controlling Internet access that leads to impairment or distress. If a person is addicted to the Internet, he or she will develop behaviors such as salience, mood modification, tolerance, withdrawal symptoms, and eventually, this addiction raises conflict and jeopardizes its victims' relationship, interests, education, or career opportunities. Research shows that Internet addiction is a trending problem in Hong Kong. It affects not only physical health, but also mental health. And now here is a brief summary about the definition of and behaviors of Internet addiction. The aim of this guideline is a framework to provide nurses to achieve smooth and holistic transition care for Internet-addicted adolescents who soon leaves the pediatric unit. By setting up different goals, actions, and evaluation methods for each specific age groups, the nurse can provide a seamless transition care plan. This guideline provides nurses the ability to offer holistic care plans in 6 different areas. They are self-efficacy, independent health behaviors, sexual health, health lifestyle, education and career concerns, as well as psychosocial support. And again, here is a short summary listing all key points mentioned above. So let us begin with self-efficacy.
In this part, we are going to educate the potential problem of Internet addiction and assess our client to prevent from or get rid of it. In the goal of early stage, we have to assess their related attitude and understanding level. Also, we have to provide Internet addiction education with correct behavior and attitude. In this stage, educator involvement and management skills to parents is essential to implement the goal. First of all, we have to know their understanding level and attitude. Then we have to educate them the potential problem of Internet addiction will be encountered and the related consequences such as lack of social network due to poor communication skill and withdrawal. Also, we have to educate the parents how to give the appropriate monitoring and guidance by delivering correct attitude and behavior. In evident part, clients should able to identify the potential problem, correct attitude and behavior of Internet use. Furthermore, parents can interfere in Internet activity and control their Internet access time.
In the middle stage, we need to educate clients how to get the right information from the Internet, in addition to avoid illegal and non-ethical use as to build up the correct use of the Internet. Also, we need to help the client to build up another interest that can distract his attention on it. So, we need to teach client how to distinguish the information from the Internet and also judge the immoral and illegal behavior such as gambling, bullying, or even illegal downloading from the Internet. Also, encouragement for the client to join peer group of interest class or even volunteer service that can distract the client's attention to surf the net. Educate parents how to help clients to build up self-discipline and attitude on Internet use may also need. As the result, client knows how to use the Internet safely, correctly, legally, and morally. Also, he can diminish time of Internet browsing. At the next stage, we want the client to keep developing the hobby and interest to get rid of Internet addiction. Also, we want to help client to get the right help if he or she become addicted again. So, we need to encourage client to keep the hobby and find the peers as the chances, the interest of using the Internet. Also, we need to help family to build up the supportive environment for the client to leave the Internet addiction. Educate client to get help like psychologists and psychiatrists if he or she get addicted again is also needed. As a result, client can get away from excessive use of the Internet and join other activities with the supportive family environment and peers. Also, client know how to seek for help if needed.
In the early stage, the goal is let the client know about the problem of active behavior, give the basic knowledge of affecting his or her daily lives, and also give support to the client to start to change the addictive behavior, mainly focus on the family support that for client to gain attachment, also provide about information of internet addiction. By using the assessment to let the adolescent know about the level of addiction, and we will use the IAT and CFAI two assessment to assess. And after the assessment, be aware of the tone and language usage when interviewing with the client, and also expect the client to increase the knowledge about internet addiction. For the middle stage, we will let the client know more about his or herself and encourage the client to meet more about their similar age of peer group and able to start seeking help by themselves. For the action, we mainly focus on teaching for the client to face the actual problem by doing some records or logbooks. For the evidence part, we will arrange some outdoor activity that will help them to develop their hobbies. We expect they are willing to write down the problem and show the developmental process through the record. In the later stage, we hope client can maintain their health and behaviors to let the client know about the risks of health for addicting on internet and further effects, and also help the client to handle their behavior independently. In this stage, the main action is focused on behavioral and psychological records to guide them to assess their progress by themselves. For example, they develop their own timetable, handle some consultation by themselves for long term. For the evidence part, the client may know about how to design their time blocks or work and pay schedule for later adjustment. We hope that and also expect that the client can do this part after our care, and also they can consult the psychological experts or social workers after.
For the sexual health in early stage, the goals are mainly focused on the assessment. Firstly, we will assess the knowledge, attitude, and behavior, and assess the understanding of the potential sexual health problem due to cybersexual addiction. Also, we will educate parents to prevent client access pornographic material. For the action, we will give a group have a chance for express their experience and their feelings about cybersexual addiction, and also give their questionnaire to make sure that they have understanding the attitude and behavior on this session. Also, we will invite clients and parents to join the supportive group to discuss about some problem related to cybersexual, and also we will educate the parents to set up a firewall software to prevent unknown websites. This is our evidence to show that their knowledge and their attitude. For the middle stage, we will talking about the cybersexual impacts in the sexual health, and also we will assist the client to decrease the addiction, and also we will discuss about their parents' difficulties about teaching sexual health education, and also we will give the client a positive sexual attitude and correct sexual health information. For the action, we will firstly focus on the interview about the sexual health impacts of cybersexual addiction, and also we will provide a cognitive behavior therapist to the client to deal with the sexual addiction, and also we will interview the parents alone to discuss their concern and difficulties about this session, and also we will carry out some talks to help to modify their healthy sexual attitude. For the evidence, the client will decrease the amount of sexual activity online, and also parents will try express their concern and difficulties about their education, and also the knowledge and the positive sexual attitude will be developed. For the late stage in sexual health, our goal is mainly about they can seek for the sexual health by his own, and also get rid of cybersexual addiction. For the action, we will provide some social worker and psychologists to assist them about how to prevent the emotion trigger and some errors to have a compulsive sexual behavior. And also about education, some method how to cope with the problem in order to prevent about cybersexual addiction. And also we will educate the client how to seek for the sexual health as advised by his social workers, psychologists, and physician, and prevent the cybersexual addiction in the future. Client will stop addicted on online sexual activities and some pornographic materials, and also they will know how to seek for the help.
Early stage, the goals aim to identify possible psychological and social problems due to internet addiction. Targets able to understand available supports in different sectors. Actions include complete assessment tasks in order to identify psychological effects. Hold a screening workshop with social workers in asking their social lives, like how many good friends you have and what is your relationship with parents. We hope they can aware of the negative impacts of psychological disorders and lack of social supports, discussing own problems with friends and families. Know the importance of social communication. In middle stage, the goals aim to recognize any emotion triggers and cognitive errors in using internet, increase motivation of joining programs, enhance the willingness to reform new social network with the support of therapists and through social activities. Actions include teach them how to use alternative methods to reduce stresses, convince clients to continue and follow programs designed by therapists, encourage them to join volunteer works. We hope they can use alternative methods to reduce their stresses after programs and start entering treatments by themselves, show confidence in reforming new social connections, and show competence in attending social activities. In late stage, the goals aim to minimize the incidence of relapse by realizing the appropriate use of internet, aware the throwback of addictive patterns and behaviors, and able to confront the problems to therapists, develop self-management methods in limiting internet use, evaluate any significant changes in social activities, and can interact with his or her social group independently. Actions include teach them how to justify their needs to be online, bring up the difficulties in restricting the usage of internet, use alternative methods to reduce their stresses in a more effective way, hold a discussion workshop with social workers in asking the changes in social connections when compared with the previous two stages. We hope they can create effective self-management methods and discuss their problems and emotional effects, set self-control in internet use, and communicate better with external environments and form stable social networks independently. We want to identify the severity of internet addiction and increase awareness of academic effects and future career development, increase the attention of parents about the academic effects and potential negative impacts in future career development, also reduce the consequence of develop a severe addictive patterns and lead to other academic impairments. Actions include distribute questionnaires to identify the levels of internet dependency, forecast possible academic achievement, and help designing improvement plans. Provide sharing classes to parents for increasing the knowledge in solving or management skills in internet addiction. Encourage the parents to set alarm and make appointments with teachers. We hope clients can have an idea of negative effects, control internet access, share and express own difficulties and problems through help of parents. In middle stage, we want to identify and compare the stability and changes in internet behavior with early stage. Also enhance the participants to seek help themselves. Actions include distribute questionnaires, provide information about future career planning to academic staff and educate them how to promote this information to their students. Encourage the adolescents to seek help from schools by themselves. We hope clients can arrange meetings and discuss the career development regularly and have improvement after each sessions. In late stage, we want to enhance the intention and motivation of seeking advices in vocational aspects so clients can manage their own career path. Actions include referral to career consultants, arrange one-year follow-up sessions for their development planning, encourage adolescents to design an academic or career plan by their own. We hope clients can start managing their future without the support gradually.
Let's go to the part of health and lifestyle impacted by the internet addiction. In this area, we need to know our client internet using habit and then some coping strategy to cope with the internet addiction. Okay, let's talk about the early stage of transition care. The parents need to involve with us and to monitor the client using habit, and we need to assess the using habit and discuss about the health and lifestyle problem during the internet addiction. In this area, we can set up a peer group within the parents, and then we need to discuss about the using habit and such as time and frequency during day or week, and then we need to education and provide some information about the internet addiction impact by the health and life, for example sleep disturbance or social activity, etc. After the client share their using habit and identify their healthy problem, then the parents can intervene with their children by using some record form or some communication to control this area. In the middle stage transition care, we need to increase our client awareness on the impact on social life, physical and psychological health. In this area, their body image may disturbed by the internet addiction. During this part, we need to talk about and discuss the health and lifestyle change or impact by the internet addiction. For example, depression by the stop using internet or short sight, and beside that we can involve that they can join the community activity. It can help our clients to build up confidence and self-esteem. After this care, they need to identify the impact of health and lifestyle condition affected by the internet. Finally, we go to the last stage of transition care. In this area, we need to maintain their healthy lifestyle and help them to seek for help during the problem. We need to discuss to our client the benefits after the lifestyle change and enhance their positive attitude on health and lifestyle in future. And then during the case, we need to provide some appropriate healthcare advisor information, for example, doctor or social worker. We hope that the client can verbally identify the benefits of healthy lifestyle without using internet, and how to get help and advice to maintain a good health and lifestyle in future.